Welcome back, dear students. So in this lecture we are going to study the meiosis. It is the meiotic type of cell division. So after mitosis, which is a equational division that takes place in the somatic cell or the body cell, here the meiosis is a type of cell division that takes place only in reproductive cell. So this is the major difference between the mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis takes place in the somatic cell or the body cell, while meiosis is a type of cell division which takes place only in reproductive cells. It is a pivotal in plants and animals for reducing the chromosome number of diploid organism to haploid. Okay, so mitosis is a equational division where the two daughter cells are formed at the end of mitosis from the single parent cell, which is alike or similar to the parent cell with respect to the chromosome number. So mitosis is a equational division where the chromosome number remains as it is, like that of the parent cell, while meiosis is a reductional division. There is a reduction in the chromosome number of diploid organization, that is the 2n diploid, to half, that is the single N. So the chromosome number has been reduced to half after the meiotic cell division, and as a result of meiosis, 4 daughter cells are formed. In mitosis, 2 daughter cells are formed from the parental cell, but in meiosis there are 4 daughter cells which are haploid, that possesses half the number of chromosome of the parental cell has been formed. So meiosis is a reductional division, while mitosis is a equational cell division. Genetic reassortment takes place during meiosis. Meiotic recombination and chromosome segregation takes place through meiotic type of cell division. So meiosis results into the recombination, occurrence of new combinations or non-parental types as a result of chromosome segregation. So this is the characteristic of the meiosis. In mitosis, the daughter cells form are like the parental cell. So no recombination or new combinations has been occurred. Meiotic recombination and chromosome segregation takes place through meiotic type of cell division. Meiosis is a specialized cell division that generate 4 haploid daughter cells from a diploid parent cell, in which single round of DNA replication and 2 consecutive rounds of nuclear division takes place. So 2 times nuclear division has been takes place. Meiosis is a reduction cell division, or it is a reductional cell division where the chromosome number becomes half at the end of meiosis. So as a result of meiosis, 4 daughter cells are formed from a diploid parent cell. The chromosome number of these 4 daughter cells is haploid. So meiosis generate 4 haploid daughter cells from a diploid parent cell, where a single round of DNA replication and 2 consecutive rounds of nuclear division has been takes place. Meiosis is a reductional cell division. Following are the different stages of meiosis in plant. So for sake of understanding, for sake of convenience, meiosis has been divided into 2 broad stages. Meiosis, it is a continuous process of the cell division, but for our understanding, we divide meiosis into 2 broad stages, meiosis first and meiosis second. It is the first meiotic cell division and second meiotic cell division. This meiosis first or first meiotic cell division is again divided into sub stages. Similarly, the second meiotic cell division, which is like the mitosis, so it is also referred as second mitotic cell division, is again divided into the substages. So there is a chart given to understand the stages of meiosis in plant. The meiosis has been divided into two broad stages: first meiotic cell division and second meiotic cell division. This first meiotic cell division or meiosis first is further divided into two broad stages. These are prophase first, metaphase first, anaphase first, and telophase first. Why this is a first? Because it is the sub stages of meiosis first. So these stages are referred as prophase first, metaphase first, anaphase first, and telophase first. This prophase first is again further divided into leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin, dikinesis. So these different substages of the prophase first are made on the basis of the behavior of the chromosome in each phase, that is in leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin, dikinesis. The chromosome behaves differently. So these are the subphases or substages of the prophase first. Okay. Now here the second meiotic cell division, which is also referred as meiosis second, which is subdivided into four phases: prophase second, anaphase second, metaphase second, and telophase second. Okay, so these are the various stages of the meiosis. Meiosis is a continuous process, but for our understanding we divide meiosis into two broad stages: meiosis first and meiosis second. Firstly, the meiosis first has been occurred, so cell has to pass through prophase first, that is leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin, dikinesis, then enters into the metaphase first, anaphase first, telophase first. Later on, these two daughter cells are enters into the meiosis second, that is prophase second, metaphase second, anaphase second, and telophase second. And at the end of meiosis, four haploid daughter cells are formed from the diploid parent cell. This meiosis first, where the actual reduction in the chromosome number has been takes place. So it is a reductional division, while in meiosis second the chromosome number doesn't changes, so it is an equational division like the mitosis. Here the diploid mother cell forms two haploid daughter cell, and at the end of second meiotic cell division or meiosis second, two daughter cells just undergoes division like mitosis and produce four haploid cells. At the end of first meiotic cell division, two daughter cells are formed, while at the end of second meiotic division, four daughter cells are formed and which are haploid. Okay, so these are the stages of the meiosis in plant. So one by one we are going to discuss these stages. So first we are going for first meiotic cell division or meiosis first. Okay, so meiosis first has been divided into prophase first. This prophase first is further divided into leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin, dikinesis, then metaphase first, anaphase first, and telophase first. At the end of first meiotic cell division, two haploid cells are formed from the diploid parent cell. Okay, so here we are going to start meiosis first. The first phase is the prophase first, where it is subdivided into 5 stages. The first one is the leptotin. It is the first stage of the prophase first, means thin threads. So here we can see that these chromosomes are appear as a thin thread. So this is the centromere, where the sister chromatids has been attached to the centromere. Individual chromosomes begins to condense into long strands within the nucleus. So this is the nucleus, where the chromosomes are condensed into the long strands. Nucleus increase in size, the synthesis of RNA and protein increases. So this is the characteristic of the leptotin, where the individual chromosomes begin to condense into the long strands within the nucleus increases in size, the synthesis of RNA and protein has been increases. So this is the first stage of the prophase first, that is leptotin. Next to this is the zygote. So this is also known as zygonema. The name zygote to this stage indicate that chromosome form paired thread-like structure. So pairing has been occur, synapsis has been occur in the zygote. The chromosome becomes shorter and thicker. So the homologous chromosome come close to each other and pair and form a paired thread-like structure. The pairing or synapses. So this word is important. Synapsis means pairing. So pairing or synapsis of homologous chromosome takes place in the zygote. This name zygoting to this stage indicate that the homologous chromosome form paired thread-like structure. So these are the homologous chromosome pairs. So here we can see the two pairs, means there are how many chromosomes? There are 4 chromosomes, 2 chromosomes in each pair. These 2 chromosomes are the homologous chromosome. They are identical in their structure, their length, position of the centromere is also same. So these chromosomes we say homologous chromosome. So these homologous chromosomes come close to each other, pair and form a paired thread-like structure in the zygote. Homologous chromosomes undergoes lengthwise pairing. Those chromosomes having the similar length, also the position of the centromere is also same. So the homologous chromosome undergoes lengthwise pairing in which one chromosome is from parental and the next is from the maternal side. So one chromosome from paternal side, from the male parent, and other chromosome from maternal side undergoes lengthwise pairing. This stage is known as bivalent stage. So here we can see this is the bivalent stage where the 2 chromosomes are paired which are homologous. So this homologous chromosome undergoes lengthwise pairing in which one chromosome is from paternal side and next other chromosome is from the maternal side. So this stage is known as the bivalent stage. Each chromosome consists of 4 chromatids because individual chromosome has 2 chromatids attached to the centromere. Here each chromosome consists of 4 chromatids, hence known as tetrad. The pairing of chromosome is very specific, forming a special structure called as synaptonemal complex. So synaptonemal complex has been arises as a result of synapsis or pairing of homologous chromosome. It is the structural basis for pairing and synapsis of meiotic chromosome. So synapsis or the pairing occur in the zygote. Here the pairing occurs lengthwise between the homologous chromosome in which one chromosome is from parental side and the other chromosome from the paternal side and other chromosome is from the maternal side. So this stage is known as the bivalent stage. The pairing of the chromosome is very specific, forming a special structure called as synaptonemal complex. Okay. So this is all about the zygote. Now we are going for pachytene. It is also called as the pachinema, meaning thick threads. So in the previous stage, that is in leptotin and zygote, in leptotin the chromosome is condensed into the stretched thread-like structure. It forms the long strands. Here in zygote we found that the chromosome is further condensed into the thick strands. Further in pachytene it forms the thick threads than the leptotin and zygote. The homologous chromosome that forms the pairing in the zygote are very much closely associated in the pachytene than the zygote. So the homologous chromosome now are very much closely associated. So here we can see these homologous chromosomes which are very much closely associated with than in the zygote. So this process is known as synapsis. The chromosomes are in bivalent or tetrad condition, the synapsed chromosomes, means paired chromosomes, generally undergo the process of crossing over in Pachyti stage. Crossing over is the process where there is an exchange of chromosome segment between the homologous chromosome. So the exchange of the chromosome segments or the chromatids takes place between the two homologous chromosomes in the Pachyti stage. So these paired or synapsed chromosomes generally undergoes the process of crossing over in Pachyti stage. The chromosomes continuously show condensing. Each chromatid is the unit of crossing over. So this is all about the Pachydin, which is the third stage of the prophase phase. So the Pachydin has been characterized by the thickening of the chromosome. The homologous chromosomes are very much closely associated in Pachydin. So this process is known as synapsis. The synapsed chromosomes are generally undergoes the process of crossing over in the Pachydin stage. The chromosomes continuously show condensing. Next to this is the diplotin or diplonema, meaning two threads. The homologous chromosomes begin to separate. So in Pachydin, the chromosomes are closely associated. Now in diplotin, the chromosome begin to separate. Now they are going to separate here in the diplotin. The chromosomes are held at one or more point known as chiasmata. So this chiasmata or crossover that has been takes place between the homologous chromosome during crossing over in Pachydin. So the chromosomes are held at one or more point known as chiasmata. The crossing over recombination takes place at chiasmata. Crossing over or recombination. Crossing over means exchange of chromosome segments between the two homologous chromosomes. So the exchange, the point of exchange, it is the chiasmata or it is the crossover where the crossing over or recombination takes place. At least one chiasma is formed for each bivalent. So these bivalents possesses 4 chromatids. Okay, these are paired chromosomes. So one chiasma is formed for each bivalent. In this stage, 4 chromatids becomes visible and the synaptonemal complex disappear. So this is the diplotin, meaning 2 threads. So these 2 threads are of the homologous chromosome. Here the homologous chromosome begins to separate. The chromosomes are held at one or more point known as chiasmata. The chiasmata is the place where the crossing over the recombination has been takes place. At least one chiasma is formed for each bivalent. The synaptonemal complex is now disappear in the diplotin. The fifth one is the dikinesis. The chromosome condenses further in this stage. Dikinesis means moving through. In dikinesis, 4 parts of the tetrad are actually visible. Here we can see this 4 part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 parts of the tetrad are actually visible. The homologous chromosome separate further and the chiasmata terminalize, making them clearly visible. So the crossing over has been finished in the dikinesis. This chiasmata terminalize and making the chromosome clearly visible. So here the chromosomes are separated in the dikinesis. So it is referred as moving through. In dikinesis, 4 parts of the tetrad are actually visible. The homologous chromosomes separates further. The crossing over has been finished. The chiasmata terminalize, making them clearly visible. So this is dikinesis. Next stage is the metaphase phase. So this ends the prophase. Now the cell enter into the metaphase phase. The chromosomes are arranged at the equator plate of the cell, like that we seen in the mitosis metaphase. In metaphase phase, This is the characteristic of the metaphase, where the chromosomes are arranged at the metaphase plate in the middle of the cell or at the equator plate of the cell. So here it is the equator. Here we can see the chromosome. So this dark color chromosome, we say this comes from the paternal side, and these lighter chromosomes that has been occurred from the maternal side. Okay, so the chromosomes are arranged at the equator plate of the cell. The spindle is formed which is attached to the centromere of two homologous chromosomes. So these are the two poles of the cell from which the spindle fibers has been arises. Spindle fibers are the thread-like structures which are attached to the centromere. So these chromosomes are held at the equator plate with the help of these spindle fibers that has been arises from the two poles of the cell. So these spindle fibers are formed which is attached to the centromeres of two homologous chromosomes. The centromere of each bivalent lie on opposite side of equatorial plate. Here we can see these spindle fibers are lie on opposite side of equatorial plate. The bivalent consisting of two centromeres are being pulled towards the poles of opposite side. So the pulling of the chromosome or the separation of the chromosome to the two opposite pole takes place in the next phase, that is in the anaphase. First phase, the bivalent consisting of two homologous chromosomes with two centromeres are being pulled towards the poles of opposite side. Now in the anaphase first, we will see what happened. The two homologous chromosomes of each bivalent separate and start moving towards the opposite poles of the cell. So these two homologous chromosomes of the each bivalent separate at the two opposite pole of the cell. They start moving towards the two opposite pole of the cell. The short chromosome separates rapidly, but long chromosome takes time for separation. In each homologous chromosome, one chromatid is unchanged while the other has undergone mixing of maternal and paternal section. So that other one is a recombinant which is formed as a result of crossing over in the pachytene. So in each homologous chromosome, one chromosome is parental while the other one is a non-parental which is formed as a result of recombination and crossing over. So that recombinant has been obtained by the mixing of maternal and paternal section of the chromosome. So this is the anaphase. This anaphase has been characterized by the two homologous chromosomes of each bivalent separate and start moving towards the opposite poles of the cell. Okay. Next to the anaphase first, the last one phase is the telophase first. It begins when the chromosome reach to their respective poles. So here we can see these respective poles, the two opposite poles of the cell. Here the chromosome has to be reached to their respective poles. The chromosomes for some time remain in condensed state. Later they undergoes depolarization and become elongated. Nuclear membrane is formed around each set of chromosomes. Here we can see this nuclear membrane. This nuclear membrane get disappeared in the previous phases, where in the telophase phase, the nuclear membrane is formed around each set of the chromosome by the formation of cell plate between, here is the cell plate formation, between two groups of the chromosomes. Two daughter cells are formed due to cytokinesis. Cytokinesis, as you know that the cell plate formation has been takes place in the cytokinesis. So cell plate appear in the center and it grows centrifugally, means from center towards periphery. So as a result of which two daughter cells are formed due to cytokinesis. So telophase has been characterized by the chromosomes reach to their respective poles. The chromosomes for some time remain in condensed state. Later they undergoes depolarization and becomes elongated. Nuclear membrane is formed around each set of the chromosome by the formation of the cell plate at the center or between the two groups of the chromosome. Two daughter cells are formed by cytokinesis or due to cytokinesis. So this is the telophase first. So in this way it ends the first meiotic cell division. So as we remember that we divide meiosis into two broad stages, meiosis first or first meiotic cell division and meiosis second or second meiotic cell division. So here we finish the first meiotic cell division or meiosis first, that consists of prophase first. Here the prophase first is again divided into subphases: leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin, dikinesis, then metaphase first, anaphase first and telophase first. So this ends the first meiotic cell division or meiosis first. As a result of first meiotic cell division, two daughter cells are formed which having the half the chromosome number than the parent cell. Here the haploid two daughter cells are formed at the end of meiosis first. Okay, so here we will stop. In the next lecture we will see the second meiotic cell division or meiosis second. Okay, thank you.